You know why? Part of why I like filming a YouTube video is because it's practice for being perceived and how you actually feel having attention on you. Because even though this is a little camera that has no sentient life behind it and is very different to a human looking at me, I'm putting this video in a place where anyone can access it. And it's why I think I've gravitated towards filming videos is it shows me the inner thoughts that I can have when I know that eyes are on me. And if I can show up how I want to and say the things that I want to, even when people are watching. And it's a nice way to grow in confidence and expressing. And I think part of the reason I haven't filmed a YouTube video in so long is because I have not been feeling confident. But it completely comes in waves. And I even was asking myself this question the other night of where does my confidence come from? And I realized that for a long time it hasn't been coming from a stable and truthful and honest place. My confidence was tied up in my ego and in more of a fake display of myself, how I looked, how I acted, how I made people feel, more than who I am and who I choose to be and the actions I take in this world to let that be known. And I'm so grateful for the shattering of my confidence that has happened over the past year, because it's being rebuilt in such a different way, in a way that feels like this stable force underneath me that can't be shaken, in a way that is fully my own, and where I'm not asking others and borrowing my confidence from others' perceptions of me. And that's this new confidence, it's still brewing, I'm still not feeling my best and most expressed self. And part of filming this video right now is leaning into expressing myself better, because I was driving home and I just felt this really strong feeling like I'm selfish at the moment. And it was so within me, this kind of guilt that I was like, I need to start talking. I need to figure out what this is. And I started talking and I just said exactly what I needed to hear. And as soon as I said it, I thought I want to have that as a reminder. And so I thought, let's get the camera out and just record this for myself when I need it. The reason for this intense feeling of selfishness is because for so long I have felt out of control of how I feel. I've felt low energy and like I'm just getting by, but continuing to put up a face of everything is fine and that I'm okay when I wasn't. I genuinely wasn't okay. But I can only say that now because I have such a different feeling of myself now. And I feel so much more alive. I have so much more energy. I have such a stronger ability. I have a stronger ability to regulate myself and my body and be in my body. And there's still so much growth there for me. Like, I can feel it, but it's like I've just finally started piecing together where the problem was and what actually works for me and my needs, and actually listening to my needs. It is such a simple concept, and yet somehow it's been the thing I'm missing. Like, genuinely ask yourself, are you meeting your needs in the simplest ways? Because I wasn't. And now that I am, I sometimes feel this selfishness from myself, because when I'm in a situation that doesn't serve me, when I'm surrounded by people who aren't watching out for themselves, aren't meeting their needs, I can feel it, and I do not want to be there. I have feeling this aliveness again, and this want to create and be in the world that I've been so removed from for so long. I realize how precious it is, and how much I want to protect this growing spark within me, and the power that places and people and external things have to either build that flame or completely squash it and throw water on it. And so, like, there is this part where I'm like, I feel selfish. Like, I'm no longer giving as much energy to people who aren't watching out for themselves, people who don't have their eyes inward, because we are the only people who can meet ourselves inside. No one else can get in here. And once you do that, you're so much better equipped to be a stable, steady, beneficial presence within the world for the people around you. But I think for myself right now, I've been struggling for so long, and I'm finally piecing together what's working for me. That's where my energy is. And it is so simple. It is a good sleep. It's movement daily. It's eating beautiful food and listening to my body when I'm full and hungry. It's keeping myself warm or swimming when I need to swim. Like, it's genuinely just listening as best I can, whilst also living in this world and in this society that has demands of us, and just taking it so slow, and being with my breath, even when it's tight and dysregulated, and all I can feel is like a thumping in my head, or like tightness through my body, still being there, and like never deserting myself again. So that's what I was thinking about, and I'm glad I'm gonna have this video to look back on as I continue on the path that's in front of me. And part of what spurred me to film this was that earlier, when I was just driving and talking out what I was feeling, I was really clear about each word and taking a pause when I needed to, thinking when I needed to, letting what I was trying to articulate organize within me before I brought it out of me, so that I could do justice to what I was feeling, so that it didn't get lost between the inner world and the external expression, because man, I have been having that recently. And it's a shitty feeling to not be able to explain what's going on within you. It's a shitty feeling. And so I was taking my pauses. There was no umming or ahhing. And it just felt so good to give myself that time and slow down my words and just allow what was within me to come out. You'd think we're great at it. You'd think we do it every day. You'd think that I wouldn't have to have such an intentional practice of that. And yet, man, it hit. And I feel so much more able to express right now because of what the 5 minutes I took before filming this video to give myself that time and space. So that's just throwing that out there. If you've been feeling that with your words and with your expression, that's a potential practice that could help you. And it helped me, and I didn't even expect anything from it. I felt into it, and I felt this is what my body needs right now. It needs me to not rush into every word and into every thought. I'm so glad that this little cherub has been here for this chat. Sometimes when I'm driving, he'll be facing me, so picture that, and then these like when I have the windows down, these tail feathers are just running back, and he just looks like, I picture him like a feathered dragon, like he's a spirit with just a face, and then his body's all feathers, and it looks amazing. Thank you. Shout out Leah. This is actually Leah's car talisman, and she gifted. I'm taking care of him while she's traveling, or her. I think it's androgynous, actually. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. That felt great to get off my chest.